Okay. Doctor, oh yeah.
So let me clarify the issue of the emails not being front-loaded. Company, believe that everybody has the same copy. So I checked my little friend to draw my attention to a particular document she doesn't have, so that we can address it right away.
That's okay. I think she'll do that now. That's the idea. You're supposed to reconcile documents. So if you look at the particular one you're referring to. Mr. Adachi, the one you're referring to, is it contained on this list of documents? What number on the list of documents?
It's number 2.
Okay.
Number 4.
Okay.
And number 6.
You mean those 3 are not front-loaded?
But I must apologize to my learned friend. I think the mistake is from the bundle she has. I believe my Lord's bundle will have email correspondences.
I've seen some email correspondence.
As a copy. But in any event, the emails referred to were also generated by the defendants. The same set of emails. Nobody generated emails. But if they are willing to, if they are satisfied that they have the same emails we have, we can proceed. But if they are not satisfied, then we'll ask for time to give them documents they say they don't have, so that we can get around this objection. May please, my lord. It's your business. Whatever you want.
This is what you say.
Yes, my lord. I've not seen the emails you referred to, but I confirm that we also relied heavily on emails between both parties. So the email part will not be an issue because they were email communications. But
your mic.
But demand notice issued by claimants or state defendants, we don't have it. So we're unable to raise any objection. And the invoice issued by we don't have it. But we can decide to address the court address any legal issue raised so that trial can proceed.
Okay, if you are willing to take the objection, if that goes well, if that goes well with you, Doctor, yeah, that the objections be taken at address stage.
I thank my lord. But lord, if you withdraw that of email, you withdraw the objection on the email, we can proceed to take the other objections at address.
My lord.
Matter of withdrawing, you can still take those ones at the address stage if you are sure that what she front-loaded, are same as what you also front-loaded.
I think my lord, the essence of objection at this stage, or the nature of objection she's raising, is one that can be cured. Actually, what happened, my lord, is my lord's bundle has everything. We have spare bundles that have everything, but the bundle which was served doesn't have everything.
Okay. So you can, I can order that you with the emails because you have Okay, so give her, if you have an extra copy of those emails, just give it to her and
I'm willing to proceed, my lord.
all right. You may proceed.
I actually don't like the language used. If my learned friend is saying, well, her objection on the email. On the
She has
email.
not raised any yet.
No, she has.
She intends to object.
Well, I have.
She objected. She said she filed a schedule of objection. Did you?
Yes, I did, my lord.
Is it contained therein?
The amended.
The amended.
Because I thought what I heard her say was that she had already filed a schedule of objection, you know, prior to this time, but that now on the basis of those 3 new observations, she was going to raise another objection.
I think, and so the schedule of amendments just has documents which are not the ones being raised now.
Yes.
So if, well, I did off the record to bear us out because these issues will be issues. My friend has several of in addition to my friend has raised several objections. Objections. She's raising, so we can deal with them at this time. They are amended statement of defense. The last 2 pages.
Okay. Notice. Medical reports of NISA, excuse function, attachment of test, the things you want to object to. Okay. Yeah.
No, I think we can make progress now. I think my learned friend has agreed that she maintains all her objections apart from emails. So she's dropping issues of the email. So we can proceed.
Okay, but your objection will be taken at address stage.
Very well, my lord.
I thank my lord. Mr. Obuna.
Yes, bye.
Yes. Your name, please.
Tell me what your name and what you do for a living.
Okay. Okay. My name is Ngozi Obuna, and I'm currently not doing anything.
Yes.
Recall that on 2nd December 2020, you made a deposition before this court.
Yes. Okay, network is a bit bad though.
You make a deposition on oath before this court on the 2nd day of December 2020.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Do you want the court to adopt that deposition as your evidence before the court?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
In paragraph 25 of that deposition of 25th of 2nd December 2020. In paragraph 25 of the deposition of 2nd December 2020.
Okay.
You made reference to a letter of employment dated 29th March 2016.
Yes. It's freezing.
Yes.
Okay. So I didn't get the questions completely. It keeps freezing up.
Okay. In your deposition at paragraph 25, you made reference to a letter of employment dated 29th March 2016.
Yes, I did.
Yes. Let's take them one by one.
Well, we seek to tender. Where is the original copy of that letter of employment?
Okay. I've been looking for it for a while. I don't have the original now.
Is missing, or you have misplaced it?
Is missing for now.
Cannot be found.
Yes, it cannot be found for me. I only have the soft copy.
You have been looking for it.
Yes. Yes, madam.
So what copy do we have there?
Is this? I have the photocopy. The photocopy.
And you had made it available to your lawyer?
Yes, he has the photocopy.
Answer yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
You know she's in America. So, okay.
I can just look through the documents.
Okay. How do we know that we cannot share a document on this platform? Can we?
I have a copy, but I don't have the original. I have a copy of it.
Okay. The letter is dated 29th March 2016. Do you have a copy with you there?
Yes, I do. I do. Yes, my lord.
Signed by who? She cannot be here to be shown the document. Signed by who?
I have my own signature there. Then the head of
letter of employment. You were employed.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, it's addressed to you.
Yes.
It's addressed to you.
Yes, my lord.
And who are the signatories to that letter?
Okay, the head of Human Resource Union Bank, me and Soem, and then the head of recruitment, Femi Onanuga, they signed them too.
Adaji, have you seen that document?
Hello.
The letter of employment, the offer of employment, dated 29th March 2016.
We are not.
I want to be sure that we are referring to the same document. You are certain that we are referring to the same document. 29th March 20. Okay.
Refer to a bundle of emails But for ease of reference, number the bundle 1 to 23.
The bundle of emails.
Emails between yourself.
Yes.
And officers of Union Bank. In paragraph 25, you make reference correspondences between yourself and officers of Union Bank. Also, administrative companies with number. So, email correspondences between yourself, number the bundle emails.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. It just keeps breaking.
You referred in your deposition, you referred to email correspondences between yourself and the officers of the bank, Union Bank.
Okay. Okay, yes. Yes, I did. Yes, my lord.
Now, this is where the issue lies. These email correspondences, how were they? You forwarded it to your lawyer. How were they produced?
What is the certificate actually?
There's a certificate. Now I want to link how you are who did that certificate.
Okay, I think my lord. Mr. Obuna, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You prepared a certificate of compliance for these emails.
Yes, I did.
Let me see that certificate. On the same day.
Same day, my lord.
Yeah.
So the email correspondence is the number 20.
1 to 23, my lord. Pages 1 to 23, my lord. Accompanied by a certificate of compliance.
Yes.
Mrs. Obuna, in paragraph 25, you made reference to medical report.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
One of the medical reports is from Nizamiye, and the second one is from Nisa Hospitals.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, the network is bad again. I didn't get the last part of the question.
Yeah, the original copies of this medical report.
Okay, they were given to my branch manager at the time in Union Bank.
I didn't get that.
You were given to my branch manager at the time in Union Bank.
Okay. Yes. What else?
I thank my lord. You made reference to exit forms. Reference to exit forms you filled.
Yes.
Made reference to exit forms you filled.
Yes, I did.
Where are the original copies of the exit form?
Okay. I submitted them to my manager at Union Bank too.
You submitted them to?
To the branch manager at Union Bank. Fine.
Mrs. Wobona, you made reference to demand notice issued by your solicitor to the defendant. Demand letter.
Yes.
Where is the original copy of the letter?
The original copy is with the bank too.
The bank.
Yes.
Lastly, my lord, you made reference to an invoice. Yes, you made reference to an invoice issued by your solicitors to you.
Yes.
Yes.
The invoice is dated 2nd December 2020. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
(2020).
2020, my lord. I thank my lord. 2020.
Yes.
Well, we seek to tender this document.
Adachi.
Objecting to this document. First, Isaga.
I hear you at least.
First one is medical report from Nisa Garki Hospital, Abuja, dated 17th June 2020.
Yes.
Nizamia Hospital Limited, dated 17th June 2020. Medical report.
Yes.
Data from Mohammed Absalam and Co. Dated
Solicitor.
October 19th, 2020. And receipt of invoice from Dr. Oyechi Piazu, dated 2nd December 2020. Lord, if my Lord will permit us, I'm not objecting.
Into the other documents. Thank you.
Very well, my
We
Lord.
intend to take these objections at address stage.
Yes, my Lord.
Okay.
Grandma.
Fortunately, there's nothing we can do for you from here. So, except to say that you should look after yourself.
Sorry, you can take a cup of water.
All right.
You can take a cup of water, please.
1 second.
Since you are told.
You have some hot water there so that you can be sipping it while we.
Okay, thank you.
Where is this? Certificate of compliance. Put it together. Where is it?
As the court pleases.
We are over there. You can drink as much water. Add into the water to make it conducive for your throat. Do so by all means. Mrs. Adaji, unfortunately, I cannot even share that water with you because the water is so far away.
My lord,
Thank you.
it was after she finished her evidence that she started coughing. I want my court to note it. After she finished her evidence.
Documents are admitted in evidence. Take this one. Okay. The following documents are admitted in evidence and duly marked as follows. Offer of employment dated March 29, 2016, Exhibit A. Email correspondence between the claimant and the defendants, covered by a certificate of compliance dated 2nd December 2020, together marked as Exhibit B. Exit form dated 30th September 2020, Exhibit C. Learned counsel for the defendant has raised objection to the tendering of medical reports, solicitors' demand notice, and invoice. Leave is granted that counsel raises the said objection at address stage. Meanwhile, the documents will simply be marked as follows. Medical report from Nizamiya Hospital Limited, dated 17 June 2020, Exhibit D1. Medical report from Nisa Gariki Hospital, Abuja, dated 17 June 2020, Exhibit D2. Solicitor's letter dated October 19, 2020, Exhibit E. and solicitor's invoice exhibit F. Yes. Yes.
What is not that judgment means judgment
Assuming she says no.
I don't
think you need to bother with that. She has, would that be all?
No, that's all for the case of the sorry.
Cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Miss Ngozi Ubona.
Yes.
You swore before this honorable court to say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I did.
Can you tell this court your qualifications, your academic qualifications?
Okay, I have a bachelor's in telecommunication engineering from Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I have a master's in telecommunication engineering from Middlesex University, London.
Also, wait.
The court is writing in longhand. Can you please take it slowly?
Okay, I have a bachelor's in telecommunication engineering from Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I have a master's.
Wait, let me write.
Okay.
You have a bachelor's degree?
Yes.
In telecommunication
engineering. From Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I have a master's. In communication engineering from Middlesex University, London.
Have you worked with anybody prior to Union Bank employment?
Yes, I have. I was working with a company, Concept Nova, in Lagos before Union Bank called me to come for an interview and work with them. Then I just came back from.
No, yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
You work with a company known
Concept Nova. Concept Nova in Lagos.
Concept Global.
Nova. Concept Nova in Lagos.
Concept Nova.
Yes. That's my Nigerian work experience though, although I worked in the UK too.
Okay, so what is your foreign work experience?
Okay, I was an ambassador in Middlesex University.
Which year? Which year?
Okay, 2013 to 2014. And then
before you joined Union Bank, when did you join
I came back to Nigeria? I joined Union Bank 2016.
So you joined, before you joined Union Bank in 2016, you worked with Concept Nova in Lagos from when to when? Okay,
I worked with Concept Nova July 2015 to December 2015. It was about 6 months before I started.
Okay. Before you left the UK?
Yes, I worked with Concept Nova and then I worked with ProInsight also, ProInsight Research.
Where?
In London.
In London. Okay. Yeah. Concept Nova is in Lagos.
In Lagos, yes, that was when I came back from London.
So before you came back from the UK, you worked in the UK where? Yes.
I worked in Middlesex as a student ambassador.
After your master's or while you were doing your master's?
While I was doing my master's. While I was doing my master's. Then after that, 2014 to about 2015, when I came back, I was working with ProInsight Research in London before I came back.
You were a student ambassador.
Yeah, student ambassador in Middlesex. Then I was a research analyst in ProInsight.
So can you tell us the visa that took you to London currently? Is it a work visa, health visa, or holiday visa?
Wait a minute, I need to get some things correctly. You also worked as a research analyst.
Yes, before I came back to Nigeria.
In
ProInsight, ProInsight.
ProInsight.
Yes, Research London.
Research company in London.
Yes.
Before I came back. Where are you at the moment?
I'm in Canada.
Okay, are you in Canada on work visa?
No, I'm not.
Medical treatment visa or holiday visa?
What kind of visa do you hold?
No, I'm in Canada now as a resident.
Resident.
Yes.
We agree with me that Canadian government will not give you residence permit if you are not placed on a job. They take you in, place you on a job, and take you as a resident. You agree with me that that's the position?
That's wrong, please. I don't know where you got the information from, but that's wrong. They don't do that.
It is not correct to say that the Canadian government does not issue residence permit, right?
With job offer.
Permanent resident now.
Residence permit without a job offer.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, my lord. She's mistaken.
No, it's my question. Please hold on. It's my question. Just answer it simply. And you said no, it's not correct. That is all.
No, it's not correct. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not correct.
Okay. Yes, go on.
So currently you are a resident in Canada.
Yes.
And you are not employed with all your qualification.
I'm not employed now.
So why did you come to Nigeria for this trial?
Because of my health. I've not been feeling well. I've been trying to treat myself all along.
Okay, do you have a copy of your medical report, your current medical report for this month, the month of May? Do you have a current medical report? You can show it to us. We'll look at it. I saw you stepped out to bring some documents.
I stepped out to bring water, please. And then
I saw you with documents too.
This is what you saw me with, and this is tissue because I was coughing out some then. And in advanced countries like this, all your medical history, all your medical history is computerized. They say it's highly is highly classified information. They don't print. It's not like Nigeria where you go to hospital, they print out and all that. Everything is computerized from one.
Okay, that's all. We understand that it's computerized. Can you open your laptop, your system, and pull it out and show us? We'll see it. We don't need it to be printed out.
I don't have access.
This is computerized. It can be on your phone. You go and show it. On the screen, we'll see and know if you are in the hospital receiving treatment.
I'm not in the hospital right now. I'm in my house. But what I'm saying is that it's computerized in the hospital management system, not my system. I don't have access to my hospital reports. I do not have access to all those here. Even in the UK.
That would be all for the hospital report. Now, that's all for the hospital report. I want to ask you, you've been coughing since. You don't have your medication close by. You didn't stand up to take your medicine. It was only after you gave your evidence you started coughing. Now you're not even coughing.
Okay. Let me say this, that the cough comes. I don't control it. If it comes, I cough. If it
Where
doesn't
is your
cough,
medicine?
I don't cough.
Your medicine should be close by. Your medication should be close by.
Oh, excuse me, please, you're not a doctor, I'm sorry to say. Now,
Okay, that'll be all. I'm not a doctor. That'll be all.
doctors
That'll be
will
all
give
for
you
this
medicine
question.
and
I am not a
find it,
doctor.
and tell you what
Anaji,
it
do
is.
you want me to record this piece of cross-examination? You are making it look like you are trading, you are exchanging what's in
Exactly.
the
She's
market.
not allowing me to say
Why not
anything.
say I'm not a doctor? I'm not talking again. I'm not a doctor. Sorry, my lord.
You need to be professional. You can't handle this matter in this way. You need to be professional so that I will have something constructive on record.
Okay, as a
You ask a question, you abandon it.
no.
You are saying you asked a question, you have not even allowed me to put down anything.
Sorry, my lord. The last question I asked was that she has not taken her medication throughout proceedings and she was coughing. And that she only coughed.
After that, my lord.
Okay, now you are going to calm down. Both you and you need to really relax.
Okay, my lord.
And don't apply any sentiment in this
As a
matter.
thought basis.
You have not asked her medication regime. Before you start saying she has not taken medication, you take medication every minute. Each time you cough, you take medication.
Okay, that's all my
Even people who have COVID and they are in the isolation center, do they give them medication every minute? Or each time they cough, they take medication? So you need to apply some logic to whatever questions you are saying. You asked her a question that had to do with her not coughing,
yes.
and at some point, and her coughing at some point. And she started to answer that she cannot control her cough.
Yes,
and
that I'm not a doctor.
And it comes that's when it comes to you not being a doctor, the truth is that you're not a doctor. But the question that what warranted that statement had to do with the question you asked as regarding her, perhaps the way she was coughing, at intervals or whatever. I can't even remember. You make me forget everything. Let's take it one step at a time so that we would have made valuable use of this virtual hearing. Let's finish with her once and for all. And then so now where we are, she has said, I am not employed in Canada. I am in Canada because of my health. In advanced countries, all medical records are computerized. I don't have access to it. I am in my house now, not in the hospital. And then when you started about the cough, she started saying, I cannot control my cough. I cough when the urge comes. Isn't it? Is that what you said?
Exactly, my lord.
So would you say it's a coincidence that at some point you were coughing and at some point you were not?
It's a coincidence. It just comes. The cough comes. Even before the thing started, I was coughing at random. It will come, it will go. It will come, it will slow down. It will come, it will slow down. I don't have control over it. And for my drugs, they give you times when you have to take drugs that you have to take. You don't just begin to pop drugs because the urge to cough is coming.
What is your drug? What is your medication regime? You take your medicine morning and night, or morning, afternoon, and night?
I do 10 a.m. and 10 p.m.
What time is it right now?
It's currently 8:24.
10 a.m. and 10 p.m.
Yes.
It is now 8:24 a.m.
Yes, a.m.
So it's not yet time for your drugs?
No.
In Canada, it's
Yes.
8:24 a.m. What time is it here, Mr. Rose? Oh, yeah. Rose.
1:25.
Adaji.
1:25 p.m.
1:25 p.m.
p.m.
Mrs. Obona, please, when you're addressing the court, answer yes or no, my lord, please. We don't use yes or no, please.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. Just let's get it over with. 1:45 p.m. Yes, go on, please, with your question.
You traveled out of Nigeria since August 2021. You traveled out of Nigeria since August 2021.
I traveled out of Nigeria in May 2022. I first went to the UK. I first went to the UK in May. I came back to Nigeria in October, and then I came to Canada February this year. I've been in Nigeria otherwise.
Take it slowly.
You traveled to the UK in May 2021.
Exactly.
And returned to Nigeria when?
In October.
2021, yes.
And then
for Canada.
And then I came to Canada February this year.
(2022). So all the periods in between, you have been in Nigeria.
I have been in Nigeria. And I have my flight tickets, I have my stamps on my passport, if need be, if the court needs to see all this.
Thank you very much. You are still receiving treatment in which specific hospital? Name of the hospital now. You are currently receiving treatment in Canada. Can you tell us?
Okay. I use Royal Health. My main hospital here is with Dr. Ibudu, and I use Royal Health. In the UK, I was using Queen's Road Surgery.
Hospital in UK is which?
Queen's Road Surgery in Southwark, UK. Then in Canada here is Royal Health Hospital.
Queen's Road Surgery.
Yes.
Southwark.
Then Canada here is Royal Health Hospital.
Yes.
Did any Nigerian hospital refer you to go abroad for treatment? Do you have any evidence?
Of a Nigerian hospital referring me?
Yes, they referred you abroad for treatment since hospitals in Nigeria cannot treat your condition.
I was being treated in Nizamiye in Nigeria.
So I said, do you have a reference from a hospital that directed that your condition cannot be treated in Nigeria?
I don't have a reference from Nizamiye or any other hospital. I just went abroad because I wanted better treatment, and I wasn't feeling better after a while of receiving several treatments in Nigeria. I wasn't still feeling better, so I felt I could get better treatment if I traveled abroad.
You traveled abroad for medical care on your own free will and volition, right?
Yes, I traveled that because I wanted a better treatment. I wasn't getting better, definitely. So everything wasn't stopping, so the symptoms and everything. So I just said, let me go and I went to UK first because I had lived in UK and I knew UK. So I just wanted to go there and get better treatment before I came here.
Do you know one Elizabeth Chiamaka Morizike? A lawyer. Do you know her?
No.
Do you know one Elizabeth Chiamaka?
No, I don't remember.
Do you know one Elizabeth Chiamaka Umezuruke?
Okay, Umezuruke. Yes, I do.
You know her. Okay. She deposed to an affidavit dated 17 January 2022. My Lord, I am on my feet. I have not seen this kind of. No.
My
Lord, in the application for virtual hearing, Chiamaka deposed on affidavit on behalf of the claimant. And she stated that the claimant informed her on 13th January by WhatsApp call of all the facts stated in this affidavit. And these facts are contradictory to what she has told this court, that she traveled May. Meanwhile, here, if you look at paragraph 6 of the affidavit support of the motion, she said she traveled out of the country since August 2021. My lord, the essence of presentation is to show the court that the claimant or the witness is a lying witness, or to throw stones at the evidence before the court. My lord, I'm doing just that. And I'm surprised with this line of objection. I'm not even landed.
She has said she knows Elizabeth Chiamaka Umezurike. And then we need to establish how does she know her and what does she do for you? And then perhaps if you want to contradict, because all these facts are before the court, the document is before me. The motion happens to be one I have already determined, which is still before me. And you can actually raise this contradictions as arguments in your final written address. You understand? But
I'm not raising it.
Yes, Mr.
Chiamaka deposed to an affidavit.
Read
the conscience.
To read the document to witness. Okay, so she says of what the shop. If error could have gone from Chiamaka, Chiamaka could have been one made a mistake. They gave Chiamaka information, she made a mistake as today. Those are the issues. You must give the witness a comprehensive information. And the witness can respond.
Finished. I've not even started.
So you must.
Okay, so let's ask her a question, and then we'll know if she has done the right thing. Because as it is now,
Chiamaka deposed on affidavit dated 17th January 2020 in support of your application for online hearing. 2022. Chiamaka deposed on affidavit dated 17th January 2022 in support of your application for online hearing. Did you authorize her?
Yes, I did.
Come again.
Yes, I did. You said January 2022, right? Yes, I did, because I already sent making plans to, come to Canada. I came to Canada in February 2022, as I said. I already started making plans to come, and just stay and then.
No, that's fine. You said yes, you did. You've answered the question. You said yes, you did authorize her.
Yes, that's
in
fine.
paragraph 2 of the affidavit, she stated that you communicated the facts deposed to her by a WhatsApp telephone conversation at about 3 p.m. Nigerian time on 13th January 2021.
2021 or 2022?
Yes, in paragraph 2 of the affidavit. She said that you communicated the facts she deposed to by a WhatsApp telephone conversation at about 3 p.m. Nigerian time on 13th January 2021 at their office address. If you don't know, say you don't know.
Are you getting the dates correctly? Because you're saying January 2021.
Well, there are two things, Adaji. She said she authorized her. She authorized her to depose to an affidavit in support of her application.
Everything there is correct. So I should take everything she said.
Calm down. She said, I know Elizabeth Chiamaka Umezurike. I authorized her to depose to an affidavit in support of my application for online hearing. That's where I stopped. Now, what you are trying to do is to confront her with the content of that document.
Yes, my Lord.
I'm just being.
Yes. So, do you have the document? Did you see the affidavit after it was, did you read the affidavit of Elizabeth Chiamaka Umezurike after she had deposed to it? Did you see it?
She sent it to me by mail.
Okay, now let me tell you something, Mrs. Ogbonna. In that affidavit of Umezurike, she said that you have been out of the country since August 2021. She also said that the facts she has deposed to within this affidavit are facts you communicated to her via a WhatsApp call at about 3 p.m. on 13th January 2021. I don't know. So that's why I'm asking you if you saw a document, the affidavit you authorized her to depose to on your behalf after she deposed to it or whatever. Did you see the content and approve it before she deposed to it?
She sent the affidavit by mail, and
Okay.
yeah, although I was a bit unwell at that time, but she sent everything by mail.
Adaji, you should make your point.
Yes. So, my lord,
if you want to,
my conclusion is from this is that she was out of the country before 13th January.
Your conclusion. You are not writing the judgment.
Sorry, my lord. So I am right.
What you want to do, you need to profile arguments in that regard in your final written address.
As the court pleases. So, is it the duty of your employer to provide? It is the duty of an employer of labor to provide tax to any employee in line with the schedule of employment. That's the standard. I'm just asking you if you agree with that position.
People, me, I don't understand that question.
I said it's a statement of fact. It is the duty of an employer of labor to provide tax to any employee in line with the schedule of employment. Work, tax, T-A-S-K.
Task. Yes.
Let me come again. It is the duty of an employer.
You always said tax. Tax is tax now. Tax collected.
Yes, I'm from Edo State. It is the duty. It is the duty of an employer of labor to provide tax or work to any employee in line with the schedule of employment.
Yes, in line with job description, yes.
Yes, in line with his job description. Okay, I'm very correct. Now, with your level of education,
yes.
Now, your job description with Union Bank before your origination was head teller. Was the head of teller.
Yes, that was the job description. That was the job title.
So
head teller.
Now you in your statement on oath, you said your employers failed to provide personal equipment, protection equipment, personal protection equipment, PPE, to you.
Yes.
Before COVID-19 and after COVID-19.
Yes.
Now, this personal protection equipment, Does it mean only face nose masks? Or it means raincoat? Or it means head jacket? In line with your job, what is the PPE?
The PPE, in line with my job, you have both nose masks, you have both hand gloves, then then a jacket also.
What kind of
And
jacket?
then cash, for dust, then cash sorting machine also, and then a like cash dehumidifier is supposed to be there too.
Please take the list slowly. List the things you mentioned, especially the last one. List all of them for my lord to record, one by one.
Okay.
I got it all.
What's the last thing you mentioned?
I meant nose mask, nose mask, hand gloves,
Dust jacket,
hand gloves, dust jackets,
cash dehumidifier,
sorting machine, and cash dryer.
Dehumidifier, yes.
Okay, all right.
Now, you agree with me that you resigned, you filled the resignation letter and submitted it to Union Bank. You resigned with your hand and submitted to Union Bank.
I was forced to do that. I was forced to do that. I had to choose between my life and the job, and that's why I did that.
No, the issue is that you resigned from Union Bank.
Yes, I did.
You did resign. Then
Yes, my lord.
Say why. I did resign from the bank.
Yes, my lord.
Because you could no longer cope.
Yes, my lord. My health was at risk, and I was not being, you know, they were not taking it serious. So I just had to choose between my life and the job, and I chose my life.
You said they were not taking it serious. You said Union Bank was not taking it serious.
Yes.
You were absent from work based on health leave from 9th June 2020 and resumed on 13th July 2020.
No.
Yes or no?
No.
But you were absent from work for a long time.
What is a long time? The main time I was absent from work, every other person was absent from work due to lockdown. And then I resumed when people resumed. I had
this. No, sorry. Take it slowly so the court can record you. Explain when you were absent from work slowly so the court can record you.
Okay. Now there was lockdown in the country, and people were not working, and then that was when I was absent from work. Well, after the lockdown, I was called back to work, and then if you're referring to the my excuse duty, I had a doctor's report to stay away from work between 3rd to 12th of June 2020. But my zonal manager called me back on the 4th of June to come and resume work, despite my health issue against doctors.
Sorry, man, take it slowly. Take it slowly so the court can record you. When were you absent from work?
Okay. I was given an excuse duty from 3rd to 12th of June, the first one, due to the health issue. Then it was really bad. The doctor advised I stay away from cash and any dust particles, and I sent the excuse duty to the bank. But I was called back by my zonal manager the next day, being 4th of June, to resume work in one of the branches, still handling the same cash. So it was an order, and there was no way I could say no. So I had to still come back with the same health issue against doctor's report.
Well, I will put it to you that you were absent from work and you were paid in full from 9th June and resumed on 13th July 2020.
I have 9th June, from 4th of June, as I said before, from 4th of June, I was.
So yes or no? You answer yes or no. I've just told you a statement.
No, it's wrong.
So during your health leave, your excuse duty, and you're absent from work on health ground.
Adaji, do you really want me to record, or you have a device that can help me?
Sorry, madam.
You asked a question about whether it's not being correct, and she has answered that it is not correct that she was absent from what date to what date?
9th June 2020 to 13th July 2020.
Okay, I got that. So go to the next question.
During your health leave, your excuse duty, and you're absent from work on health ground. Union Bank paid you your salaries in full.
Have you established that?
She
You
said
are reading the question you prefabricated.
She said she was absent.
Question based on what she has responded.
She said she was absent one first time.
She said between 3rd and 12th of June 2020, I had an excuse duty to be absent because I was sick, but I was called back by 4th of June to resume work, and I resumed against doctor's report, doctor's advice.
Yes, my lord.
If she went on 3rd and came back on 4th, that's what I've gathered from that.
My lord, when we open our defense, my lord, we see that she spent a longer time at home. Now, I'm just saying she agreed that she had an excuse duty based on health ground. And I'm asking her, during that period, did Union Bank pay her salary is in full? That's my question.
But just ask concerning the month.
Okay. So in the month of June.
Salary for June, July, name the month and she will answer.
So for this,
take it up in your address.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, my lord. So in June and July 2020, were you paid your salaries in full?
Yes, because I was working.
Now, prior to COVID-19, it is the standard practice that nose masks are available to cash handlers in the bank, including your employer, your last employer.
Yes. Yes, but we are not provided anyone.
Can you take that question?
I said that before COVID-19,
yes,
it's a standard that banks provide nose masks and other cash signifier for cash handlers, including our former employer. And she said yes.
I said yes, it's standard practice, but we're not provided any.
Now, if you look at the 2 hospital reports you base your claim on,
exhibits.
they've not the ones I objected to.
I gave them names now. Exhibit D1 and D2.
Exhibit D1 and D2. It was stated that there are other causes of bronchitis. There are many causes of bronchitis.
They wrote it in the medical report.
Yes.
That there are many causes of bronchitis.
Yes.
Okay, can you read it? Read the medical report.
Above named patient presented with recurrent cough for 3 months, which is productive of whitish sputum, made worse on inhalation of dust, smoke, particles,
Okay.
cold, and fumes.
You limit yourself to what the report says, not for you to interpret the report. Yes.
As court lists. So in the two reports attached, other causes of acute bronchitis were listed as inhalation of dust, smoke, particles, cold, and fumes.
Yes, the document speaks for itself. What do you want?
So in all of this, I'll be correct to say that it's not only cash handling that would have exposed you to contracting acute bronchitis.
I would say number one.
You don't know, say you don't know. If you don't say, if you don't know, say you don't know.
Just hold on. You've asked me a question. Can I please answer? Thank you.
Go ahead.
So my day-to-day activity involves handling cash, even up to 6 days a week. And that's what I do with, majority of the time. Involve handling cash, sorting manually, blowing from the ATM with blower. So this is the main thing that, I'm directly involved in. And I was doing it over time, which accumulated to having, having this issue. And which was why
let me help.
No, that's
Sorry,
all.
ma'am. Could you talk slowly so the court can record what you're saying?
If the court doesn't write anything until I know where they are going, then I'll know how to frame. I can't write everything they say.
I know this is the last question.
It's not the issue. The issue is that the last question you asked, you were trying to establish from the witness whether it is possible that she contacted bronchitis via another cause apart from dust.
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Ogbonna, just answer that question as simply as you can. Is it possible that you got bronchitis via another cause, or based on the various possible causes listed in your medical report? Could you have contacted it via any of the other causes?
No, my lord. No, my lord.
So, Ngozi, want to tell this court that you don't cook and you don't wash and you don't commute on Nigerian roads with bad air and the rest. You are just coming to the office from the air.
Okay, first and foremost, I have a help at home that does majority of my cooking and cleans up. And then I have a car. Most of the time I use my car.
Slowly, please, slowly.
Okay, sorry. So I have a domestic help at home.
Wait a minute, for my own purpose. You handle cash on what? How often do you handle cash?
Every day at work, every day, even up to 6 days a week, because majority of the times we, like maybe three weeks in a month, we come to work on Saturdays for ATM. So you sort, you at times here on Sundays too, because you have to make sure ATM is up 24 hours. You sort cash manually, you put in the ATM, you blow the cash, you also count on counting machine and all these things. So I handle cash almost 7 days a week.
Okay. So the other causes, she said she was asking you whether you don't cook and other things.
I have a domestic staff at home that assists with cooking and cleaning the house. And then I have a car. I had a car I was using to drive to work, and majority of the time I just use my car. In fact, 99% of the time I drive to work.
Yes.
That will be all for this witness, and I wish her quick recovery.
Thank you.
Re-examination.
There's no question for examination, my lord. We applied and the witness be discharged.
The witness is discharged.
Thank my lord.
Look after yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, that's the case for the claimant.
Thank you.
My lord, we must thank my lord for my lord's inclination to technology. My lord, we're in a dispensation where technology rules the world, but unfortunately, our judiciary is embracing it slowly.
We're trying our best.
Exactly.
As a God pleases.
And we will actually, we believe that with time, it gets easier. Very soon, every court will have the facility to just log in and transact.
Thank you for providing the platform today. We do this quite often, once in a while, not often. I'm the one that I haven't really opened my court for, well, maybe they say sometimes they use some words, paucity of funds.
Exactly.
They have not really installed the necessary facilities. But sometimes when there's an urgent situation, we quickly rustle up something. But when you offered your application that you're going to provide the platform, I took on the challenge.
The platform was actually provided by the court because the Zoom link and the payment for the services were those paid for by the court. So all we needed to do was to bring it to connect. Okay. Because I know how much we would have been paying every hour and have kept it running from 10 p.m. till now. So the court provided it, and we are very grateful. We thank my Lord.
Thank you.
I must commend your patience and innovation. As my Lord has read our objection to online hearing, this may breed a new line of litigants who are resident abroad, in quotes, who are not in Nigeria and who wants to get judicial favor from Nigeria. My Lord, we see at the end of this case that it may breed contentious matters. But my Lord, I still commend your open-mindedness so that our case can be tested judicially. I am so grateful for your patience, and I wish you long stay on the bench and higher heights. Thank you,
Yes, I'm looking forward to having you there.
My Lord, if I want it is SAN. I want to be an SAN. Female SAN.
Okay, God will do it.
Thank you, my Lord.
So you want a date for defense? How many witnesses do you want to call?
Hello, we're calling just one witness.
One witness. Okay.
Yes. So on a Thursday, preferably, so that you can come over. Thursday, Friday.
I can give you 7th of July.
Convenient, my Lord.
Convenient, my Lord.
The case is adjourned to 7 July 2022 for defense.
God please. I'm most grateful, my Lord.
Okay, this is your matter. Are you sure we are going to go on? Maybe I'll let you just, I'll let your witness adopt his deposition. I didn't even realize that I would stay this long. I would have discharged you at that time.
My Lord, I will create my loss especially as regards my soul. I wanted to be I was in a court area.
I thought they were killing two birds with one stone, not killing one bird with two stones.
That was great. And I was in a court earlier.
Yes.
And when my sister said, and when I go to school, that my daughter started to my home here, and there's so much I don't even know whether my home.
Now stand there now. You have to hold one, the one you have in hand. Is one
Yeah, so that is why I am here before my Lord, and I wouldn't want to go back empty-handed.
We should go with this.